Running in the morning. Shit, I think I just broke something. Running in the mornings is super important. That tick was not good. Running in the mornings is super important. At least it is to me. It didn't used to be. It sincerely didn't used to be. But the more time I've spent thinking about how much I need to take care of myself, the more I notice that shit. Oh my fucking god, no. Did I just fuck everything up? Fuck. Fucking shit. And I knew something was gonna happen. Turn my computer off because I just spilled it all over my computer. My fucking phone is up to a cunt now. Let's try to fix this up. Shit. This is a huge mess now. Let me turn this computer off. So, shit. Oh, God. Okay, so I was saying that I need... Shit. So I need to start running in the morning. Running in the morning is very important because, not only because of how it helps me with everything I do, to run every single morning. There's coffee on, like, the top of the wall. That's... See, that's coffee on the wall. I mean, why did so much coffee spill everywhere? Okay. So here's the thing, right? We all need to do a lot of things, right? We all do. As human beings, I'm not even talking about a certain scenario, or certain people, or certain anything, X, Y, Z. No, whatever. See, this is the bow I'm using to play on the 11th, which I'm very sad about. So, let me ask you this. Do you think it's important to do something every day of your life? Now, the reason why the answer to that's important is because... Still some coffee over here. The reason why the answer to that question is important is because you will find it monotonous at some point. You will hate it. Well, maybe not hate it, but you just won't do it. Because it's the same thing, and if you have a choice not to do the exact same thing every day, you're not going to do it every single day. Because that's just kind of the way that that's the way my brain works. I don't know everybody else's. If you feel adjunct to this particular thinking, then welcome. We have cookies. And coffee on the walls. We have cookies and coffee on the walls. So, here's what I'm trying to do now. There are things that I've always wanted to be great at, but I've never actually given them time. Including my own craft. I think I would be a lot better if I would have done my practice sessions every single day. I wouldn't have lost my equipment if I would have paid every single thing on the at the pawn shop, at least every single paycheck that I took. And instead of that, I took downtime and I wasn't working as much as I should have, as much as I could, and all that other stuff. So I ended up losing about $3,000 in equipment, as I mentioned on either a second video or another video, or this one. Maybe I put it on this one, I don't know. So, that would have saved me a lot of problems and a lot of current technical problems that I have, not only while playing cello, but while playing or singing or doing anything else that I do in my life. So, doing something every day is horrible. There's a lot of people that can do what they love every single day, and will never be horrible for them. It won't be horrible for us either. But we really need to force ourselves to do it every single day. There comes a point when it just feels off. And when you sit down to do it, you're not going to be there 100%. You're just not going to. This doesn't mean that you have to stop it and set it to a side. This means that you have to notice that you're doing that at that point and try to reaccommodate, do something different in your practice session. Maybe not in your practice session. Maybe you're studying for something and you've read the same paragraph 35 times and you can't understand what it is about. That's the same thing, except it happens to me on regular things, on everyday things. I did not turn the radio on. How's that? So, here's the thing I'm saying, right? We need to force ourselves to do things every day, right? If I can change one thing of my day every day, that is going to help me feel like I'm doing something different every day, right? Right. So, if I start running every day, and I start skating or trying some tricks every day, basically I do want to get better at both of those things. I also want to do some parkour, which means I need to go to the gym now, but I don't have currently I'm not going to start going to the gym. That's all I'm going to say. I've already spoken a lot about my monetary situation, so starting here, never again. I'm not going to talk about that ever again anymore. So, unless you have questions and you want me to answer them in a separate video at some point, please let me know. If you want me to touch on subjects as into what I'm doing to fix my life monetarily, you can go ahead and ask me, and I'll do a separate video about that once I get to a certain point where I feel comfortable where I am. Right now, everything I do would basically be complaining, which I'm not going to do. This is not going to be a complain all video, right? So, making yourself do the same thing every day. No, that's not what I'm saying you should do. What I'm saying you should do is, for example, here's my roster. Here's my thing. 7 a.m. Well, 6:30 a.m. Run 30 minutes. Well, it's going to be jog 30 minutes, run 30 minutes, come back at 7:30, right? 7:30, do my regular exercises, push-ups, and everything else. Yeah? It's about 30 minutes also. So by then it's already 8. By 8, I can take a shower. By 8:30, I can go to work. Here's the thing, though. I also need to practice cello, I need to practice bass, and I need to practice singing. I also need to read some of the stuff that you guys are putting on here. I also need to edit videos and do a lot of other things. And I work for 10 hours during that day. If I was getting paid for everything else that I just mentioned, that would not be a problem, because I could just spend the entire day doing those things. So I have to do everything slowly, so to speak. So right now, the main focus is to get my cello back. Get cello with awesome strings, because honestly they're like 90% of the actual sound on most bad cellos. If you're just wondering about cellos, you're going to use the same exact strings, go for it, do it, take care of it. Pretty good idea. So, here's what I can do. I could do the run, keep that as an every single day thing, right? Do cello practice right after that, so I can go 6:30, run. I could even go at 6, right? Come back at 7, work out, finish that at 7:30. By then, my roommates, one of them is at school and the other one's probably at work by then, so I have 7:30 and I can practice cello. So 7:30 to 8. I'm still all sweaty and I'm still all messed up, so that's still okay. So 7:30 to, say, 8. take a quick shower, and go to work. Right? I'm only getting half an hour in. I'm going to try to leave everything ready so that I can just come in, exercise, pull out the towel, and start practicing right away. Go to work, come back, and at night I would come back at about 9. But right now it's like 9:30, 9:33. Actually, it does stop, so I'm going to say 9:33. Shit. I'm going to say 9:33. I'm going to keep this short because my battery is about to die. So let's say I get home about 9:33, which is right now. Let's say I leave work at 8. I can go skate for a little bit after 8, from 8 to 9 something. Just like 8:15 to 9:15 would be skating, because it takes me 15 minutes to get to that little area where I can skate at UTEP, and I can come back here at 9:30, edit some videos, maybe record some stuff at starting at 9:30, finishing the night up like at 12, going to sleep like at 12:30, wake up again at 6, 12:30. Yeah, that would be then Tuesday, same exact thing. Wednesday, I don't work. Wednesday's my day off, right? So Wednesday, I could do a bunch of other things. I'm going to stop it because I think the battery's about to die. We still have like 15%. We're good. Okay, so Wednesday, also run in the morning, not as early. I can sleep in a little bit. Run, parkour. That's already changing it. Practice bass and cello. Edit and record. By then, it should be about 4:30, 5 p.m.-ish. Then from 5 to like 9 p.m., I probably will have a rehearsal somewhere. I'm going to have to leave that time slot open. Same thing on Thursdays. Except this time it's also running, it's also parkour, it's also cello, it's also bass, it's also recording and doing other stuff. It's also very possible for me to have another rehearsal, right? Which means I'm going to leave those two spaces open. But if I don't have a rehearsal, I'm going to be editing video. If I do have rehearsals, I'll be at the rehearsal, probably recording stuff, which is a pretty good idea. Come Friday, it's a completely different story. It's wake up, cello first, bass second, exercise, normal exercise, take a shower, go to work, come back, or maybe not. I don't have anything scheduled for after work on Friday because I need to chill the fuck out. Usually I end up doing this stuff anyway, like today is Saturday night, and that's going to be about the same gist for Saturday night. Sundays, I only have rehearsals and studio times. So studio times are usually, I'm going to be recording this, I can take my laptop and I can be editing video while I'm over there. And if someone else is recording before me or after me, so that's what happens. So that is the plan, the weekly plan for while I'm still in El Paso. This is the El Paso, Texas weekly plan. Okay, I'm going to stop this video. Thank you very much. Two things happened while editing this video. I was looking for the thing that's in my hand, like the thing that I'm moving around with, and I still can't find it. I have no idea where I put it. I watched the entire video like 3 times already to see where I moved to what I did with it. Also, this is going to be really hard, but we're going to make it. It's going to be really heavy though, but changes take strong measurements, and doing small changes at a time are always better than just doing one huge change. If you stuck it out all the way through down to the end of this, I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope the quality of my videos have actually gone up a little bit, and that you enjoyed this. Mainly, I just hope you enjoyed this, so thank you. Please leave any comments below. Love you guys.